Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before I do begin, let me give a brief little review. It's a little too soon for a part 2 to be posted, but hey, I'm posting it because I'm feeling in the mood for this one. I do need to do a bit more script writing for AI Deku. I completed Tomboy Girlfriend, and I have actually been doing a lot more research into the Zenkai Boost series. So after I get AI done, then all I really do have left is Pika Pika no Mi, Zenkai, and then this one. Now, I'm feeling in a good mood, so let's give a review. In the last part, the Omnitrix fell from space. Xylene, she was being chased by Vilgax. Vilgax was caught in an explosion that left him critically injured, and Xylene was able to send the watch to Earth. However, not towards its intended location, but towards where its intended target should have lived. Now, Kentaro Deku's grandfather. He was currently out while Mark, Mina's grandfather, watched the kids and made sure they didn't do anything stupid. Now, Deku saw something fall from the sky and discovered, ba it was the watch. He then turned into Wild Mutt, and Mark thought an alien killed Izuku. Or maybe it has him as a captive. He tried to call in all the plumbers on Earth to try and handle this. However, some of them have their own problems. And Ken, he learned very quickly after going back home exactly what his grandson may have gotten a hold of. Especially because a lot of the plumbers on Earth right now, they're well alarmed. Now, Earth is a bit more out of plumber control. The plumbers have come to Earth before, but mainly just to make sure these people don't freak out whenever they get outside of their, let's just say, gravitational orbit. These people, Earth, a planet that is still not even in the infancy of space travel technology. Yes, they can orbit their own star or orbit their own planetary body. However, they don't go beyond that. They are a single planet species. And the plumbers, yeah, they mainly have just maintained and given contact to Earth to show that they exist, that there are people outside of their own solar system who they can work with. Approach them with an olive branch before they look at you and scream. It was the best option. Now, Deku learned aliens existed, and he currently has a device called the Omnitrix on his watch. He doesn't know too much else about it. The watch. That's all it is. Earth was going to be given the task to keep this thing safe. Prove there can be more Earthling plumbers, and handle the stress of the job. But that did not go as intended already. And with that being said, we do currently have Izuku, who it has been 3 to 4 days. He's had the watch for some time. He's still processing the information. Aliens exist. That's intense. And this thing on his wrist is called the Omnitrix. At least he actually has a name to call this thing, so there is that. Deku's one sitting there and looking out into, well, the field. The Omnitrix lets him turn into aliens. It allows him to be a hero. I mean, that one alien he turned into couldn't see, but he felt like he could. It was just so different, so strange. It's amazing. And then there's that big formed guy, the other one, what should I even call that one? Wild Dog for that orange one. And what did Mina say it looked like? A diamond guy? Diamond dude? No, no. Diamond dude does not sound at all good, especially if it's a hero name. Let's see. Hmm. Diamond Head? He'll workshop that. Though that last one doesn't sound too bad. Deku somewhat fidgeting around with the watch. Okay, so there's 10 of these guys. 10 different aliens. Huh. You know, now he's thinking about a few things, though. I mean, one of these guys looks like they have wings, so if they can fly. That one looks a bit odd, and that one looks like a ghost. Yeah, because ghosts exist, Izuku. Well, I mean, I guess I can't really rule that out now, right? Aliens exist. Aliens exist. Oh god, aliens exist. Oh god, what does that mean? Wait, so, huh. Now, Deku, he's trying to rummage around with the thoughts in his head. Aliens are real. Because that has not kept him awake for the last couple of days. He can't get this thing off and it's been freaking him out. And now he knows what it is. And apparently it's a bad thing that he has it. It's not good, but it's not bad either. And that is currently where Deku's at. As right now his grandfather is upstairs in his room. And right now Gramps has done quite a bit of things. He's trying to get into contact with all the plumbers on Earth. And their little voice call, it said quite a few things. They all already know he was supposed to get the watch. However, they have received a few orders. And that's what's going to be happening. You can't be serious. I've already informed you of the situation, Kentaro. There's not much else we can do. Listen, we already know that Xylene was supposed to bring the watch. Yeah. So far, communications have shown that she has evacuated her craft. She's alive. So, be relieved about that. I'm alright about that. But what do you mean? There's not much else to say. Just whoever's after that watch, maybe coming after your grandson. We're all a bit busy trying to keep order where we are. But if we do need to, that boy of yours, he's aware of it already. So maybe deputizing him wouldn't be a bad idea. You're serious? Deputize my grandson? You... Okay. Stepping back from it, I can understand. Looking at it like he's not my family, I can understand. But this is my daughter's son. I've held that boy. I helped raise that boy. I have seen a lot with that boy. And don't get me twisted. I have been there for not only my daughter, but for him. And trying to put him in the line of fire like that, do you really expect me just to be okay with this? Listen, I know you're frustrated. Frustrated is an understatement. Listen, we cannot control the situation. We could not account for an ambush. Xylene tried her best, I understand that. She tried to do what she can to keep everyone safe. I can understand that. Even if I got the watch, this boy would have been pulled into this life, whether I liked it or not. And that's if, well, we're still as secretive as we are. Yeah, the first new member in a long time. I get that. The boy would already be put in danger. So at least making sure he's trained would be good. Right now, currently, Ken walking over to the window and looking outside. He does see Mina staying there. However, he does try to look around for Izuku. And currently, he does see Deku running off because he's on fire. He turned into another alien. As Renu cut outside, Deku is screaming his non-existent human lungs out. And right now it does take him a second to realize he's not actually burning from the fire. However, he does feel incredibly, well, hot. Because cool isn't the right word to put here. Now, with that being said, Mina, she actually is a bit excited to see this alien. Especially because Deku, he did something stupid. I mean, it just makes sense. If the alien produces the element, can't their body withstand the element? Or, well, she doesn't know how the whole thing works, but hey, they'll figure that out later. And currently, Mina does want to bring her hands up, talking about how maybe they can spar. Now, currently, Ken is going to watch on, as Mina's hands do start to glow, and she does start to do a few things. However, she does send out basic energy blast at Deku. And Deku, he actually tried to dodge the way of one of them. Him currently rolling onto the grass and landing. Him going actually don't get back up before looking down. He's burning the grass. Crap, 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 crap. Now, Deku does do one thing that he doesn't mean to do. He tries to stomp out the fire, but that just puts the fire with the rest of the fire. And right now he does, so I'm going to turn back to Mina. As Mina does, going to just simply run over her, bring her hands down, and basically going to blast out the fire. Now, Mina doesn't want to laugh, as Kenna's going to watch her run back over to the dirted area and talk about it. As Deku, he has to send out a heat blast and he has to bring him his hand. Him at least trying to understand what his abilities are. Now, with that being said, currently Ken does need to do a few things. As right now, while he is getting ready to sit Izuku down to talk to him about the plumbers, in its entirety, there is Vilgax. Vilgax is currently in his spaceship. It has been a few days. However, his ship is being repaired, and they've managed to track exactly where the watch might have landed. Earth, a small planet, and one that has not reached interstellar travel. It certainly is primitive. And Vilgax, he's annoyed. They were going to hide the watch on a backwater planet. And that's what they were going to do. They would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for the fact that he can track that thing. He can find it. He'll always try to obtain it. However, right now, he needs time. And that time is annoying to him. If that watch is locked away, he has nothing to worry about. But he has to worry about somebody wearing that goddamn device. If someone's wearing it, they have a chance. A way to fight back. He'll have to stomp out the resistance and obtain his treasure. However, how easy will that be? Or will he have a proper challenge? That currently in his mind, as something is currently shot from his ship towards Earth. Now, people on Vilgax's ship are trying to get everything fixed, and they have worked on and focused on one simple place: the propulsion system for the ship and its engines. Since actually orbiting Earth, it might be the best step. Or maybe they can just stay on the dark side of the Earth's moon, somewhere they cannot be seen. Now, with that being said, Deku, he currently is sitting down later. And right now, he actually is talking about it. As Mina does sit there along with Mark. And right now, Gramps has come walking out of the kitchen and sitting down his own plate. Him somewhat telling Izuku, they do have a lot to go over, and a lot to talk about. Though, he should probably start from the beginning. Yeah, Gramps. Like you said earlier, you do have a lot to explain. Why did you ever tell Mom you weren't just some ordinary plumber, like a guy who fixes toilets? You fight aliens. That's awesome. Izuku, it's not awesome. Huh? Izuku, there are a lot of things that have happened to me in my life that I try not to let your mother know about. I've lost friends. I've lost a lot of people doing what I do. I'm going to be serious with you, Izuku. Your mom doesn't know about anything about what I do, though she still loves me for being me. I tell her the truth, though I do inflate it sometimes. I don't let her know about any of the alien stuff. Everything else is real. I love your mother, and I love you. However, this is not what I wanted for you, boy. Not at all. Maybe one day, I sit you down, tell you something, and help you out. Maybe whenever we were actually going to do proper expansion, bring you in. Let you know there's something you can know that no one else can. Huh? Izuku, no one else on the planet knows about aliens, except for a select few people. And that number, I want to say, is barely over 100. So welcome to the club. Right. Izuku, you might think this is a good thing, but somebody was after that watch. Somebody wants to take it from you. And it doesn't come off your hand while your arm, we believe, while you're alive. If it doesn't see any more vitals, then it may just, you know, release you and move on. It needs somebody to control it. And someone's after you because they want it. That's thing. The Omnitrix is dangerous. Do you understand? I I just thought, are you okay, Izuku? No, no, just I thought it was cool. Yeah, it is cool. I've seen a lot of things, met a lot of people, and well, that's another story. Hmm? I'll tell you when you're older. Okay, counting on it. Yeah, don't you think that was a bit heavy, Ken? The boy had to understand. If he's gonna be one of us, then he has to know. I'm telling him the truth, and all of it. Ken bring his hand up to Deku's shoulder, expressing, Xylene, that's her name. She was the person who was supposed to bring the Omnitrix to Earth. However, she encountered trouble, and the watch, it came here. That's why Izuku found it. Huh? Yeah. You found the watch because you were close by. You you got lucky. I I did? Now, Marcus stare at Ken. And right now, Ken has a turn to look up towards his friend, as he's not telling him the whole truth. And he doesn't understand why. Izuku's just a boy. He gets that. But right now, they're letting him hold on to a powerful thing. This is a big deal. The other plumbers might want him to have it, but Ken isn't so sure about himself possessing that watch. He's, well, an old man. He's already got one foot in the door out of this game, and somebody has to get their foot in the door. I mean, he uses weapons and tech. Izuku can actually, well, do more. And that means a lot. Izuku could have his whole life with this device, if so possible, and master it. And he would just do better. He knows Izuku. He's a hero at heart. And that means a lot to the man. Now, currently there actually is in the nearby forest, where a robot does come smashing down. And the moment that does actually happen, there actually is Mark, who does so I'm going to get an alert from a system in his house. Him going to start looking at his watch, and at least going to bring his hand up, tapping onto it, as it does going to alert him. Something entered the atmosphere. And their scans show that whatever it was is nearby. Its trajectory came from somewhere in the higher atmosphere. And from what they can see, it may have entered from outside their solar system. And that does want to alert Mark. Him looking up towards Ken, as he is at least going to look towards Izuku. Him is trying to think about himself, turning to his granddaughter. Him telling her that there's a lot that needs to happen right now. And if Izuku's going to be joining along, he knows that she just bugged him to ask. Or she wouldn't listen. So he's going to give her some rules. Especially because he knows exactly how she is. Got it? Yeah, I'm willing to help out. I can do a lot with my powers. My quirk. Right now, Mark staring at his granddaughter. Right. Let's go. Now, right now, Ken, he does it a lot in order. As everyone, they need to head out. It has been getting dark. And right now, if they can handle this under nightfall, they don't have to get in the public's eye. And that is the main concern. Especially because right now, if they do get seen, there's a lot more problems that happen with that. Now, with that being said, the robot smashed down and landed in the forest. And it deployed 2 drones to try and search the area. Their readings show this is where it landed. This area, it was where the Omnitrix was last seen. And that means a lot. Now, currently they do try to detect where the watch is. As while those are flying above the forest, there actually is everybody. Right now, Deku, him and Mina are being told to stick together and to keep the watch on them. The one that they gave Mina. Izuku's already got his own. So, they need to stay in contact, and if they do get into trouble, Izuku can use the watch and Mina can use her powers. But they do want to be known, or do want it to be known. Give them an alert. And if Mina can, be careful. Leave it to Izuku. Because from what they understand, those aliens, they're pretty powerful. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. And I actually do hope I am making this story very good. Catch you guys in the next part.